Hassan got ghosted on Among Us a few times. Oh, I can't play Among Us with Hassan. I can never appear on another Twitch stream. I did my first workout today in like a year. Rory, the title of the stream is literally Last Fall Guys stream. What do you want from me? I've been putting together a home gym. Because, you know, Corona's gonna still last for a while, probably. And, we got our adjustable dumbbells today. I've been waiting on them for weeks from reputable vendors, but I couldn't find anything, so... after waiting a while, I decided to just go ahead and, get a price gouged version from eBay. It's essentially like a bracket, that attaches to a bunch of weights differently depending on how you turn a gear wheel, and it determines the weight of the dumbbells. And it goes from like 5 pounds to 52.5. How much can I bench? I don't know. I don't have the Olympic bar yet. That's coming in soon. But for now, it's just the adjustable dumbbells, and they're pretty rad. Yes! That guy tripped me and it stopped me for just a second. It kept me from getting bopped. Go team. You can bench with dumbbells too? Yeah, but nobody records their max 1 dumbbell press. No, nobody's like, oh yeah, bro. My max with bench press is 65-pound dumbbells. Like, nobody does that, you know? You get the bar, you get nothing. The Olympic bar will come in soon enough. My God. Crunch Wrap, I think that would be an awesome idea. Yeah, like breaking down the different, like, sects of leftism. I say sects like it's a religious cult. It's not. The different branches. Yeah, I'd be happy to. The good ones and the bad ones. Thank you very much, comrade. Are you still an Anson? I haven't heard you mention it lately. I have found that if I describe myself as an anarchist or an anarcho-syndicalist, an inordinate amount of my time gets wasted by mouth-breeding dorks who have read way too much theory for their liking, trying to explain to me how X is impossible or I'm actually Y. The best thing that I can do for my brand is just call myself a libertarian socialist. My beliefs are exactly the same, but holy fuck, I am not wasting my time with these people, okay? Jesus Christ. Go, 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 go! No, the thing pushed it into theirs. Fuck you. Left communism is an infantile disorder. The funny thing is that any reasonable reading of Lenin's works in that regard are actually an indictment of most online leftists. People who are holier than thou, hyper pure, don't participate in electoral politics, think of politics purely in moralistic terms and not in pragmatic terms. It's actually a really strong indictment of Bernie or Busters if you actually read the damn thing through, you know? But it's not anti-anarchist. It's anti you know, emotionally over-invested, sodden, useless piece of shit leftist who'd rather be a windbag whining about how the world doesn't conform to their idea of how it should be from their fucking basement than actually working to make it better. I'm so fucking glad I actually read Lenin, dude. Or, I haven't read all of it, but I'm glad I read a good chunk of it because, man, for all that dude's mistakes, his writing is pretty fucking base sometimes. Can we... I've got concerns. When somebody says by any means necessary and they mean violence, but they don't include voting, I really doubt their priorities. Yeah, it's a pretty weird one. By any means necessary, but I'm not voting for a rapist. Tattooed Jew Boy with a very kind 25 bucks. Greetings from Florida. In addition to trying to legalize vehicular manslaughter, our psychotic governor is reopening bars and wants to pack stadiums for football. Yep. Yesterday, Florida had the highest coronavirus death count. Your state fucking sucks. I'm so sorry. I've got family in Florida. I hope they're all chilling inside. Yeah, DeSantis is a lunatic. I'm pretty sure DeSantis isn't even like a Republican and is just part of some like eldritch death cult. And this is the best possible way he can inflict suffering and misery on the mortal world. Yeah, as if there's any difference. Oh boy. Oh boy. No! God! Is this where it ends? I saw a lot of people saying you quote sniped Lenin and Engels. Yeah, they're coping. I didn't. You've seen me talk with conservatives, right? Even when you quote their own sources, they'll say that you're taking them out of context. It's the Jordan B. Peterson thing. Please! It's still possible. It's possible. I'm gonna live! Yes, I'm 15th! Loser! You literally did the ellipses BS you said you wouldn't do in that first Engels bit? Yeah, but it didn't remove any necessary context. I was trying to cut down on what would have otherwise been a quote that would have taken me 4 minutes to read. The sentiment expressed was the same. Now, there was one mistake that I made in my little write-up that was pointed out to me by Bad Empanada, and the moment it was pointed out to me, I corrected it. And when I do my follow-up, I'm going to acknowledge the correction. Alright. Wow, that's a lot of people talking to me. Holy shit. Fuck! What was the correction? There was a portion of a quote that I think that if continued would have changed the context, so I wanted to include the full quote. And I did. How was that not me first? Oh boy. When's the follow-up gonna happen? I don't know. Whenever the fuck I want. Some lefties treat theory as holy scripture. Yeah, and like Christians, they've never actually read the damn Bible they preach about. Loser. Don't you think the leftist obsession with theory makes it seem like we really are in a cult? Yes, that's why I never push that shit. Theory is great to read if you want to. You can get a lot from it. I'm not denying that. But holy fuck, dude. When people are like, I'm a leftist, what are some things I should know? And people are like, here are the books you need to read. This one was written in 1895. This in 1913. These will give you all the principles you will need to be good lefty. Like, holy fuck. It makes us seem like lunatics. Well, it's good to understand your ideology. Yeah, but that doesn't make it a prerequisite, and you can understand your ideology without reading 150-year-old books. That's not... Nobody else does this. No other political movement does this. You know who didn't do this? Marx and Engels. Marx and Engels didn't run around going, if you want to be a socialist, you have to go ahead and read Capital. They wrote the fucking Communist Manifesto, which was meant to be understood by peasants of that day. They weren't that dumb. Can you imagine how far socialism would have gone if they were like, yeah, well, actually, we don't really want to associate with any quote-unquote leftists who don't even read theory? Yeah, leftism isn't a fandom. ANCAPs do this shit? Yeah, and ANCAPs are A, crazy, and B, fucking irrelevant. So let's not follow in their footsteps, okay? Hold on. The cum pledge. This is all very abstract, but let's settle it down, okay? Let's sit down and let's win. Hopefully this is gonna be the hex square. The hex. Yes! Hexagon. Down we go. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get to do the... No! The terms and conditions! Fuck! No! No! God damn it! Alright. We're fucking everyone else over. There you go. Get out. Get down there. Have fun. Okay. Now we're gonna chill out for a little bit, okay? I don't see the shadows of anyone above us. I don't think. We're actually in a really good position if nobody else drops down on us, but I see a shadow. No! Why would I threaten my position? Okay. I wanted to get away from that shadow. Fuck! Not today! No! Damn it! Ah! How far off were we? They're still holding it. There's someone else, isn't there? Yeah, okay. Ah, we choked pretty hard at the end there. Oh, well. You see this clip of Biden? I know which Biden clip you're talking about. This is such a good clip.
About me, I have incredibly good judgment. One, I married Jill, and two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard. Standing what you made.
That's the best that Biden has ever been. Speaking to a room full of soldiers. That's the Chad. It's the Virgin Please clap with the Chad clap for me, you stupid bastards. Oh, that's good. That's very good. By the way, soldiers love it when you do shit like that, you know? Soldiers are all like, oorah, tough boys, you know? Like, with a soldier would be like, you fucking piece of shit bastard son of a bitch! And they'll be like, yeah, haha, we're just one of the boys, you know? They're, like, conditioned to take abuse, you know? You can slap their ass and they'll be like, yeah, thank you! Easier to red pill conservatives or diehard neolibs? The more dogmatic a person is about their political alignment, the harder it is to move them. You don't think that Biden clip will be used against him? Oh, of course it will, but I don't think it's going to sway anybody's votes. By the way, the Republicans who are pretending to be offended over that are pansy-ass pussies who would never set foot in a war zone, okay? I guarantee you most soldiers, even conservative soldiers, would look at that and laugh, okay? Having talked with the conservative military branch of my family, those fucking chicken shit babies in the media who are pretending that this is a strike against the military, no soldier would actually give a fuck about that, okay? Fucking snowflakes. How old was this clip? I don't actually know. It's probably known, but I don't know. I imagine sometime over the past 4 years. 2016? Maybe. Hey, 2016. What kind of exercise did you do earlier? Do you still power lift? Oh, dude, I am so far out from powerlifting. I just did some light pec flies, dumbbell bench presses, and curls. Just light stuff to get my muscles back. I am not in shape right now, okay? Just light stuff to get me back on track. Get me up! 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 Holy shit, stop! Just move me around. No, okay. All right. Woo. Hey, were there any people in chat who were like lazy pieces of shit, but they got into working out because of One Punch Man? Like the 100XXX? The Saitama workout is actually really, really not good for you. What is it? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 10-kilometer run? What is it? It is actually not a good workout. That's not good. First of all, a 10-kilometer run is fucking ludicrous, especially for somebody getting into exercise. Second of all, 100 sit-ups is not that much. Third of all, 100 push-ups is, depending on your body weight and your level of training, a fuck ton. It's just a wildly disproportionate distribution of exercise, and it does nothing for your back. You do 100 squats as well? What was there 100 squats in the routine? Any plans to call out Donut Operator? Yeah, if I ever remember to. Back at the very, very, very height of my physical fitness, I could do 60 consecutive push-ups. So back then, 100 push-ups in total wouldn't have been out of the question, but I wouldn't have been able to run anywhere close to 10 kilometers. What was your deadlift max? Like 415? 405? Something like that? This was back when I was 16. When I was a strong boy. When I was a strong boy, my father took me into the city to buy some creatine. He said, son, is this some kind of steroid? Will this fuck with your lungs, your thyroid, or your brain? And I said, no, Dad, it's an amino acid. It's not a steroid. It tastes really good. I'm getting fruit punch. Creatine isn't an amino acid? Wait, isn't it? I thought that's what it was. It's been a while, though. I don't have a great memory. Is this a true story? Dude, every kid who ever got into working out had parents who asked if protein powder or creatine was a steroid, okay? That is like a classic uniting experience right there. My parents weren't annoying or anything. They supported me. They just asked me. Okay. Cherry banana. Cherry banana. Cherry banana. Banana. I'm 15 and I'm weak as shit, Vaush. Well, that's great. I was weak as shit at 15 too. And then I was 16 and I wasn't. Would I ever get a piercing? Hey, you know, have you noticed my ears? That's what happens to me when I get piercings, okay? I have a genetic susceptibility to keloids. No, thank you. Still got to get that shit lopped off. Oh, wait. Cherry, banana, orange. Cherry, banana, orange. Cherry, banana, orange. Cherry, banana, orange. Cherry! Short guys compensate by lifting. Where are my people? Okay, listen. All men are kings. However, I have a divisive statement to make. When really short guys get really big into weightlifting, and they have a certain type of personality, it's really fucking obvious they're compensating, and it's very bad. It's not good. It is significantly less attractive and less cool than if they were just normal-ass fucking dudes and short. That doesn't mean it's not bad, and it doesn't mean it's bad to be short and yoked. That's totally fine, but there's a specific combination of, like, short, yoked, and, like, very pissy about it. That just doesn't... Yeah, I can only say this now that I'm off Twitch. So Tyler 1 can't get me. I don't think this applies to just short buff dudes. It applies to gym bros in general. Well, gym bros in general tend to have, like, some bad personality traits, but there's a mix of, like, insecurity Is it the fragile masculinity? Well, yeah, of course. That's like the overlying tendency, right? Remember that when that one short yoke dude creeped on Shu? You mean that one guy who said he was going to fight me for the honor of Milady's hand or some shit? I didn't know he was short. I just knew that he was, like, skinny? He wasn't yoked. He was pretty small. Yeah, get me out. No. Wait, I grabbed him. Go, 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 go. Do you have an issue with people who constantly talk politics on stream? Wait, I constantly talk politics on stream. Why on earth would I have a problem with other people doing it? What do you mean? I talk politics. It's my job. Under what circumstances would I look at another person's stream and think like, oh, dude, this guy needs to shut up about politics? This guy honestly just can't fucking stop talking about... Fuck, am I done? Is it over? Oh! Fuck! What's one good workout tip? Are you ready for the ultimate workout tip? Are you guys ready for it? Okay. You fucking ready for it? It's not persistence. It's not training to failure. It's not water, but you should drink tons of water. Okay? It's none of that bullshit. Okay? It's really fucking simple. Okay? Master form and complete every motion of the exercise at the same speed. That's the secret right there. It's that simple. Okay? I see all these dipshits throwing around heavy fucking weight, just relying on momentum, just trying to like inertia their way, the bar up and the bar down. You get nowhere that way, okay? Form beats weight every time, 100% of the time, okay? Do the exercise slow, do it rigorous, don't fucking hurt yourself, do it at a weight that you can do, I don't know, 8 to 12 times, depending on what your goals are. Like, let me give you an example, okay? Here, this is what I mean, okay? Look, let's say you're doing a curl, okay? One of these with 40 pounds is worth less than one of these with 20 pounds. It's a fact. It's better for your body. It lessens the likelihood of injury. It gets you strong and ripped faster. Form trumps everything else. Gotta focus on your shit, okay? The only reason people don't do this is because they're lugheads who are trying to impress themselves or somebody else by throwing around heavy-ass weight, okay? Don't do that shit. What happened to Newtons? That's during sex. What if you can only curl the air? Then do it with good form. Do you do cardio? Listen, I've got stairs in my house, okay? That's my cardio. Why is there such a right-wing streak in lifting communities? You know why. Toxic masculinity, the myth of hyper-individualism. These things tend to overlap with conservatism. Protesting is great for working out. Yeah, that's true. Doing shit is great for working out, you know. Back when we were all hunter-gatherers, back when we were a hunter-gatherer, you know, species, the average adult was what would today be considered like an athlete. Like everybody had an athlete's body, except of course, you know, pregnant people or the elderly or people with injuries or severe sicknesses. But people who didn't have those things were essentially athletes. And now we don't have to be. And that's why our species is better. Can you imagine having to do that shit all the time? Whew. Yeah, dude, the really fucked up thing is, monkeys? Monkeys don't even have to fucking work out. Like, monkeys just are yoked, like, by default. Pretty fucked up. Wait, I want to get infected. So I can fucking get you guys. Hey, what's up? Wait, what? Do you have to grab? You probably have to grab. I've never been infected before. Damn it, I could have gotten like 3 people there. How often do you have to wash the naked cat? We do like once every week or every 2 weeks or something. But we clean her ears more often than that. Come on. Where the blues at? We're gonna lose. Yep. Does she like water? No, she hates it. She despises it. Pigeon? She fucking hates it. Probably a little bit for Sachi Main. There's no such thing as a good Republican. If they were good, they wouldn't be a Republican. Duly noted, Sather. Go, 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 go. I am a pigeon. Even my mom? Yeah, sorry you have to learn that your mom's an asshole this way. Also, she's a bad lay. Sorry. Alright. No! You're wrong. Did you hear about the anarchist trans woman who won a Republican primary because she won unopposed? Actually, that anarchist is an ANCAP, not actually an anarchist. It sucks, but the narrative isn't that clean. She's an ANCAP. Get me over. By the way, imagine being trans and being an ANCAP. Holy fuck. Imagine being trans and thinking like, yeah, okay, time to make healthcare completely inaccessible. Of course, not every trans person wants transition or anything, but still. Nice, yeehaw, bitch. That's all it takes. Listen, listen, I am like the political equivalent of a sissy hypno video. You know the porns or the comics or whatever, where there's like a guy and he's like, I'm straight. But then he like watches the video and he's like, oh, I have to suck cock. I'm like the political equivalent of that, you know? People will be watching, you know, whatever, Joe Rogan, they'll be like, yeah, dude, you know, I just think that if you're unemployed, like, you just need to get a job. Unemployment's low. And you watch some Vaush, and they're like, must seize means of production, and also suck cock. Also the sissy hypno video. It's all of it. Vaush, is me owning a laptop as bad as somebody owning CP? No. Where on earth did you get that impression from? Wait, it's all sissy hypno? Yep, always has been. True. I think he's referring to the vegan gains debate and the people misunderstanding it. Yeah, I know. What does a hairless cat feel like? Like velvet, mostly. Do you know what happened to Gen Z Anarchist? Yeah, I'm familiar with the story. I don't know anything about Trump's Supreme Court pick, by the way. Hey, Zan. Give me the balls. No. Too many people over here. Go. I'm so bad at the fucking ball games. The first part of her wiki page says she's the female Scalia. Great. Scalia was such a fucking hack, dude. I will never forgive the people who initially led me to believe that Scalia was some sort of principled constitutional conservative. That dude was the most partisan hack in the fucking world. That guy doesn't give a fuck about the Constitution. Hey. Nice! I did nothing to contribute to this victory. Say there, Steven Crowder is significantly smarter than Sargon of Akkad and Dave Rubin. I would say Dave Rubin is probably stupider than Sargon of Akkad. It is a tough lineup, but every time I watch Dave Rubin talk, I actually feel my IQ being drained. He is like a fucking lich for cognitive capacity. Like, he just absorbs intellect. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm not even that, like, mad at Dave Rubin, because I really just get the feel that he's like a stupid lost child who just wants other people to accept him, you know? Even when he's doing something as despicable as saying the reason why the rampant fires across California are raging or the big power outages is because of, like, SJWs and corporate hiring or some dumb shit like that. I still just get the feeling that he's like an idiot trying to bid for the approval of the people around him, you know? Like a dumb child who will like stare up uncomprehensively at the adults looking down at him and like eat his own boogers, not realizing that it, like, he just does things that like get him applause and doesn't do things that get him boos. And that's it. That's his only like overriding cognitive ability. Must suck to live that way. Why are SCOTUS judges politically aligned? Isn't the law? I really don't get it. Shouldn't every decision be 7-2 or greater? Unfortunately, there's no such thing as an apolitical legal interpretation. Especially when you've got conservatives around. They'll lie about fucking anything. Enoch Autumn Sage, the $10. How much theory do I have to read in order to get some tanky pee-pee? Hey, don't worry about it, okay? Show any sexual interest in a tanky and you'll get some reciprocation, okay? You don't need to read any theory because they haven't either. Whoo! I'm a little pigeon. Whoo! Yeah, why would you want to have sex with a tanky? It would be brief and miserable, and afterwards you'd be like, dude, what was that? And they'd be like, well, an anarchist hasn't had sex with you today, have they? At least I got it done. Okay, we're good. We're back on it, okay? No! Ooh! Okay. Play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It calls conservative justices corporate chills. I will never, ever, ever play a fucking Ubisoft game, okay? Ever. Why would I ever waste my time playing Assassin's Creed 18 25. Why would I ever do that? I hate these people. I hate this game company. I can't wait to go to a high vantage point and use it to scout out 87 different mini time challenges and collectibles in the vicinity. I can't wait for buggy ass broken combat. Yeah. At least they're not EA. Don't buy games from these studios. Why? Why do people play? I'm sorry. I'm doing it. I'm being pretentious. Why do people even buy games or even torrent? Why would you waste your time torrenting games like the Call of Duty, Battlefront, any of the fucking Anthem, Destiny, any of the fucking Ubisoft games? These games are creatively bankrupt. Small-minded, but okay. Suck my dick. You're just not open-minded enough to appreciate Star Wars Battlefront 2 Game Pass Extended Edition with the Battle Box loot crates pre-enabled thanks to my $180 Game Pass. You just don't understand. We're making enemies, not friends today. God damn it! Fuck you! Beep beep! Ah, fuck me! Oh, fuck me! Oh! The politics in Assassin's Creed are pretty based. The only thing I know about the politics in Assassin's Creed is that at one point you meet Karl Marx, and he's like, "This is an outrage. I understand working for the working people, but I only asked for people to express themselves through free speech. Violence against property? This is not what I called for." Kill me. Ah! Does this not apply to Apex Legends? It's published by EA. I meant, god damn it. Fuck me. I meant games made by these studios, not published. EA publishes a fuck ton of stuff. What was the studio that actually produced Apex Legends? Also, the creative heads at Ubisoft raped their employees. Yeah, they're French. Respawn, yeah. Haven't you guys seen Pepe Le Pew? They literally have like a national mascot based around rape. I can't believe that was a cartoon. Yeah, most studios under EA are victims of EA. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. Yeah, dude, can you imagine like watching Pepe Le Pew like in a modern context? Holy fuck, dude. It's literally just like a disgusted girl, cat? Is it a cat? Trying to avoid this rapist skunk guy. Was it a skunk? Okay, they're skunks. Okay. They're both skunks. No, I thought she was a cat and he was a skunk. Yeah. I thought Pepe and the cat were consensual. Weren't they dating? Wait, were they dating? No, dude. Every episode was like him being like, "Oh, oui, oui. The summer breeze brought upon the wind the stench of your armpits, milady. Might I take a sniff more?" And the cat would like scream and run away and shit. That was every episode. Oh, she liked him till she'd smelled him? Oh, typical fucking woman, huh? Oh, so she likes the creepy nice guy all up until it turns out he is some fucking gamer funk from not having showered in 72 hours because he's been up playing Call of Duty. Okay, I see how it is. Man, even back in the fucking 1930s, they were racist against gamers. It's a cat that gets paint on her back, so he thinks she's a skunk and gets horny on main. Ah, okay. Ah, okay, okay. Wait, how many episodes of the Pepe Le Pew thing were there? Were there like 80 episodes, and every single day she would just accidentally get white paint on her back? How did that keep happening? Just like every episode would start with her getting white painted. Do you think by like the 18th time she like accidentally slips and skids on her back along white paint on like a park bench, and she's like, God damn it, like immediately she's like, fuck, I am about to get almost raped. Looney Tunes recycled a lot of the same jokes and setups over and over. Yeah, I have a feeling that if we actually just watched all of Looney Tunes, like back from front to back, there would be a lot of like repeat bullshit. It's mostly just the standout episodes that stick out in my mind. Yeah, you'd go insane. I did, because what I remember when I think of Looney Tunes is I think of the Bugs Bunny Robin Hood skit, or multiple skits they did, and I remember the Germanic opera one where Bugs Bunny cross-dressed, which I, by the way, did not ever find attractive as a child. I don't know what all you sickos are talking about when you say that your awakening was seeing Bugs Bunny in drag. Yeah, I think that's the episode that had Big Chungus. Oh yeah, duck season too. Yeah, like this. This one, yeah. From the where they played the Ride of the Valkyries. I've seen multiple people on Reddit say this for them was some kind of sexual awakening. Listen, if you're talking about if you're talking about Lola Bunny, this one, then that's okay, because the animators wanted to fuck her too. Like, at least that's consistent, but I don't get the Bugs Bunny and drag one. It's the feminization aspect, I guess. Yeah, do you think that, like, 1936 episode of Looney Tunes was actually the very first Sissy Hypno tape? Like, watch Bugs Bunny put makeup on, now you want to suck cock or something? Nice try, Zan. I'm in-game. Oh, fuck my lead! Idiot! You will die down there! There's no straight hypno. I just realized that. Oh, shit. Ooh, okay. Is there? Oh, yeah, conversion therapy. Dude, that's straight privilege for you right there, okay? Sissy Hypno gets kept to like fucking free porn sites. Like, that's the budget it gets, but you want straight hypnotherapy? You go to a fucking camp, okay? That's straight privilege right there. Holy shit. That is funny as fuck. Is that what they do at conversion therapy camp? They just show a bunch of guys like flashing stills of eating pussy or something, and they're like, you wanna eat pussy? And then it's like flashing pictures of like yes? Okay. Actually, yes? Okay. And they shock you while they show you the gay ones? What if you're into electroshock to your like balls or whatever? Does that like, are you like immune? That's a joke in a ContraPoints video? Eh, nothing's original. Dude, We need more modern conversion therapy with tech from the future, okay? You know those cameras that can detect where your eyes are looking on the screen, you know? That's what we need, okay? So what they'll do is they'll show like a still from a porn with like a broad getting fucked by a big dick that's spewing cum everywhere, and everyone whose eyes go to the cock, they get like billy clubbed in the back of the head, and everyone who's just like looking at the titties, they're like, good, and they get like a candy or something. It's not... They do that too? Okay. Oh, God. Dude, they're ahead of me! They're on top of their fucking game. Oh, God. I can't believe that shit's legal, dude. Everyone who works at those places deserves to be shot in the back of the head. In Minecraft, of course. Never advocate for actual IRL violence against people torturing minors over their sexual affiliation. We gotta focus. Thought on Matt Walsh's trad wife tweet? I don't think about Matt Walsh that often, so I'm not too concerned. Get the fuck off my territory. He's gonna get to the fucking choke before me. He's got a you piece of shit! You motherfucker! No, I overshot! Oh God, they've already hollowed out the blue. Stop! No, this is mine! God damn it! I'm not going out! God damn it! They keep falling onto my shit! No! That was my cake slice. Oh, we were seconds away! Fucking unicorn! Ah, what are you gonna do? By the way, just want to say, even if... So first of all, feminism allows for women to be housewives. It's literally just, you should be able to do whatever you want. It's not, you can't be a housewife. Like, I have never in my life known a young feminist, because there are some women in their like 50s who think this way, but like a young intersectional third wave feminist who believes that feminism means women have to be hyper independent, whatever. I stream all the time, American Y. I've never met that. But additionally, even with the fact that I'm totally okay with people being housewives they want to, man, that girl kind of comes off like a spoiled, entitled cunt, doesn't she? Is that really the type of person you want as like a housewife even? Like, I don't want, now everyone said you'd be independent, now I gotta go to college. Like, I don't know, dude. That's not wife material for me for like other reasons. I don't know. I don't think, and I'll say this by the way, I don't have a problem with people being housewives. I do have a problem with people saying they want to be housewives because they're lazy pieces of shit who don't like the idea of contributing, and they just imagine sitting at their fucking couch watching Netflix for 8 hours a day and then they like rush to do some cleaning and cooking right before their husband gets home, you know? If you want to be a housewife because you want to be fucking lazy, I don't think that's an admirable characteristic at all. Yeah, honey, come wipe my ass. Yeah, exactly. Working is hard. I want to share that burden with somebody else. I don't want some pansy fucking la-di-da. The funny thing is, the incel types will bitch and moan about this type of behavior too. The incel types at the same time will be like, women are all entitled sluts these days. But then they'll also say, women can just get by sitting at home and slurping Chad cock while I'm off beta buxing. Like, these are completely incompatible. So what do you want? Can women work or can women not work? You know? Tell me, Jordan Peterson, which is it? These are two completely incompatible views, but I see them expressed by the exact same group, so I genuinely don't know. Did you see this? Yeah, I haven't looked into this Amy Coney Barrett person, but she looks young and crazy, so she's going to be a problem for a long time. What are you going to do? I'll try and run through these a little bit more. Guys, stop linking. Stop. Please! If you guys keep giving me links in your donations, I'm just going to start skipping them. I'm so sorry, but there have been so many links. Every babies or every YouTube link is like 10 times as long to get through as the other donations. That's why I saved them for last. Please, be kind. Best full body exercise you can do at home. Miss Waradai is a clean jerk. Or what is it called? A clean and jerk? That thing? But you should only do that if you have a 9,000 workout IQ, okay? Because that shit can grind you down, okay? Oh, burpees are pretty good too, yeah. Gator, good luck with you and your boyfriend's workout regimen. Thank you. Emperor Ghidorah, I don't like the team stages at all for Fall Guys, personally. Noah Procco, thank you so much for the $5. Really happy to hear that you and your friend have been able to get back together. That's awesome, comrade. Spikes Tribe, the gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you. Daniel Wozniak with the $5. Many critiques that anarchism allows opportunists to seize power in a vacuum. Can you clarify and explain your reasons for defending it? People who say that anarchism allows for power seizures in a vacuum don't usually understand what anarchism even is. Anarchism doesn't mean no government. It doesn't mean no power. Anarchism just means that the apparatus of the state and unnecessary hierarchies have been abolished. In an anarchistic society, there shouldn't be a social incentive to seize power. That is to say, there shouldn't be a mechanism by which people can do that. How do people seize power, like in the real world? Generally through wealth. Well, holy fuck. That guy was relentless. Respect. How do you seize power, like in a country, generally speaking? Through wealth, usually. Well, that's not an option. What about through undemocratic government measures? Well, that's not an option either. What about through military acquisition? Well, that's not an option. There shouldn't be a reason for people to just fall behind a warlord. What about outside forces? Anarchism can't properly function unless the whole world is anarchist. If there are outside forces, they will always be a threat. What about Russia? Russia was an anarchist. You can control people by deception? What deception? You just start running around your neighborhood block one day saying, hey, get guns and help me overthrow the local factory or they'll kill you all. The issue is deception generally only works as a tool for acquiring power in very specific socio-political context. It's not that lies on their own can allow for that sort of thing. You don't think a fascist militia could be a threat? How could there be a fascist militia? You mean like if a bunch of people harbored, like, in secret, like, anti-democratic fascistic views and they got together after stockpiling weapons and they attacked, like, other... I mean, that's possible. That can happen. But, like, they would just get, I imagine, put down by the government if that's the case. I mean, there will always be violent people. This is why I don't like talking about the anarchist label that often, because people don't generally understand what anarchism entails, so it feels like anytime it gets brought up, I have to explain 87 caveats. Listen, let's just say don't worry about anarchism and let's work on socialism, okay? Can we agree to that? Wait, government? Oh god. Anarchism doesn't mean no government. There will always be government as long as there are multiple human beings working together. The family unit is a type of government. Government just means any sort of collective organization. The state is what anarchists generally want to abolish. Communists also want to abolish the state. What's the difference between government and state? Okay, we're good. I love you guys. I hope you all know that. What's the difference between socialism and anarchism? One of them is based and one of them is double based. Okay? Don't worry, guys. Nothing. Never mind. Anarchism means no government, no laws, no police, nothing. No prisons. It just means everyone just does whatever they want. Okay? There we go. That's what anarchism is. Stop asking questions. It's like Mad Max, okay? It's like Mad Max, and I want to have anarchism so I can be like Big Hoffman or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, Immortan Joe, so I can spray paint on my teeth and fuck fertile harem, okay? That's it. I just want to be Big Joe, all right? That's it. That's anarchism. Woo! Dragon's rule. I can't tell you if your mom's beyond help. But conservatives... Yeah, fuck you! Conservatives are generally not receptive to factual information. That is correct. Heavy Pokey Lover, if you guys want to understand anarchism better, I'm really not the best YouTuber for it. What I like doing is I like taking, like, political events, contemporary events, or basic ideas and explaining them in ways that I find engaging. Anarchism is a, for the most part, highly theoretical and complex, entirely divergent understanding of how the government operates. My understanding of it is pretty limited, too. There are other people who do better work on that subject. If I gave that information to you, I would just be regurgitating it to you, possibly in an inferior form. Listen, anarchism is when you vote for Biden. Okay? Non-compete does better videos than anarchism? I don't know how much I trust that guy. What about Candace Owens? Vid horse shit? Was Candace Owens on a horse? Didn't Candace Owens recently have a really weird I'm pregnant video? No! She did a pregnancy for, or she did a trailer for her pregnancy and its release date. Yeah, there was some like weird shit there. I don't know. Looked like a fucking Stanley Kubrick film. Now I am Pepe Le Pew. Hey, oui, oui. There are many fine, fertile, striped-tail skunk ladies in the vicinity. Wait, fuck, that person had a tail. Fuck, 20 seconds. Time to activate my Kekai Genkin to see around me all the... Yes. Goodbye. That was my Kekai Genkin. Fuck. Fuck, no! You were a mile away! Fuck. Sanity unincorporated. I still go through all my emails. Some of you fuckers make me have to wait on some responses, though. Nope. Nice try, Provi Gaming. You're not getting that from me. Chase Axelson, thank you. You remembered it was my birthday today. Kideo with the $5. Vaush the data mail. True. Spencer with the $5. I don't really know. I don't know how much thought Destiny puts into that sort of stuff. Go! It's not my birthday. Stop. Stand up! Well, that was fucking useless. Have I seen Second Thoughts videos? No. Yeah, the fake fans fell for it. Real fans will know my birthday is Valentine's Day. So sad to see so many fake loser fans here. Do you think Bernie Sanders will be given a funeral service like McCain or RBG when he dies in like 10 years? I mean, probably, right? He's a senator. I imagine that would be of at least some import. Go team! What are your unironic thoughts on cock and ball torture? Hey, listen, if you guys are into it, Godspeed. Have fun. Not my thing necessarily. Should we get rid of Mother's and Father's Day because the creator of Mother's Day didn't like the companies using it for marketing? Dude, fucking cringe-ass forced holidays like that are super fucking dumb. We should get rid of those. I don't think they make people any more kind or any more giving or any more generous or any more considerate to anybody else. I think all holidays are fake, idiot. Nah, there's a difference between a holiday like Easter, which has some cultural significance, and a holiday like and a holiday that's just made up by fucking Hallmark, you know? Van Tim Teller? Oh yeah, I see. This is, you have to be 12 years or older to chat here. Anyway, like, what exactly do days like Mother's and Father's Day really do for mothers and fathers? Like, all it really does is artificially sort of compartmentalize appreciation for them into a single day, completely artificially, you know? If you care about your mom, you should always care about your mom. You don't need a fucking holiday to give gifts to her, you know? If you care about your dad, you should always care about your dad. This doesn't, like, you shouldn't need to be prompted into doing this, you know? I try to be considerate to my parents at every possible opportunity. I've never been good at gift giving, but still. But, like, if I was just like, oh, yeah, here's a gift for you. It's Mother's Day. Like, okay, cool. It's Mother's Day. Wow. Glad I've taken this auspicious occasion to show my appreciation for the lifetime you've dedicated to me. Thank you. It's like what Facebook birthday notifications did for happy birthday. Now it doesn't even fucking mean anything. It used to be when people wished you a happy birthday, it was because they remembered your fucking birthday. Or at the very least, they were close enough to other people who remembered your birthday that they were told by them. Now, everyone gets informed by Facebook, so you get happy birthdays from people you haven't talked to since your last fucking happy birthday. It's completely meaningless now. There's no meaning behind it whatsoever. It's not Boomer, I'm right! Oh, we're gonna lose. Goodbye. It's hard remembering birthdays, though. Yeah, you remember them for the people that matter. You don't need to remember the birthday of every single extended family member and every single person you work with and every single classmate. That's not necessary. Why not, though? It makes them feel loved. Do you really think people feel loved when they get, like, happy birthday, little balloon emoji, next, like, from people they haven't talked to, who they know don't give a fuck about them. Dude, when you get a happy birthday from someone you know doesn't give a shit about you, do you really feel good about that? Yes? Okay. I think that's really, really sad. You guys seem like the kinds of people who would, like, drop your shit on the middle of a sidewalk so other people will pick it up for you and you can make hand contact with them, you know? Like you're just looking for anything. How do you feel about secular paganism? Oh yeah, let me just transition from this fun, interesting talking point to a boring one that nobody cares about. Go, go, go. Yep. Do you have a paranormal experience? You mean, have I had a paranormal experience? No, of course not. Nobody has. They have had perceptions that they consider paranormal. Nobody has had a paranormal experience. If it actually happened, it would be a regular experience. Boring answer. Ah, you're right. I should make shit up to feel better about my life. Actually, one time I was really thirsty and I woke up and I reached over to the side of my bed to get my water and it wasn't there, but I reached again, it was there. And it wasn't that my hand moved over slightly, imperceptibly in a way that I wasn't paying attention to because I was sleepy. It was actually the ghost of my dead uncle who brought it to me because he died in a fucking mariner's accident and he wanted to make sure that water was never used to hurt people from my family ever again. There. Okay? Now, I have now assigned meaning to an utterly meaningless... Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let's... Okay, we're gonna calm it down, okay? I'm slipping back into my edgy Redditor atheist days. You must be really fun at parties. Actually, I'm not. Thank you. Hyena can attest that when I first came to their house party, I just sat on the couch next to what is now my lizard and just stared at her. And got very, very drunk. Tips on losing weight? Find foods that are filling but low calorie. For me, baked potatoes are #1. Very, very, very good food. You can do a million things with them. They're very filling, and they just fill you right up. Yeah, doesn't take that much. But they suck? Yeah, if you suck. Listen, here is my fucking maestro recipe, okay? This is the top tier shit they tell you before you get to work at one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, okay? This is some elite Hyperion level 9 shit, okay? So you can't spread this around outside the stream, okay? Double baked potatoes. Well, actually, it's boiled and baked, but double cooked potatoes, okay? Oh. All right? Take a bunch of potatoes. Bunch of them, okay? Dice them up, boil them in a pot till they're appropriately cooked, all right? Then mash them. You've got mashed potatoes, okay? Lightly seasoned, little bit of salt, little bit of pepper, not that much else, okay? No cheese, no sour cream, nothing, okay? Just that. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But when you're next hungry, you dollop that fucking mashed potato onto a cooking rack and you bake them or broil them for 10 minutes. And then you add chives, some sour cream, and other necessary seasoning. Okay? That shit is fucking bomb. It is the creme brulee of baked potatoes, okay? That hard crackle shell right up on top. It's basically like the feeling you get from like bread, you know? But it's the potato, okay? It's such a good recipe. And you can meal prep days in advance because you just have to have like a giant fucking bucket of mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes with ranch opinions? Mashed potatoes with ranch? No. Now a baked potato with like ranch and chives? Maybe like a little bit of ranch, maybe? I don't know. That's not my go-to there. How much money do I have to donate to make you go vegetarian? Such an amount that you would probably be better off donating it to a vegan charity or something. That'd probably be a better use of your income. How about baked potato and bread like a sandwich? That seems silly to me. It's like 2 carbs. Why? Nice. If you want to lose weight, do keto and drop the carbs entirely. I'm not a keto pushing psychopath, okay? I'm not getting you guys on that. Oh no, the keto cells are rising up. The keto cells are rising up. Just eat bacon. Put down that apple. Get the keto cells out of here, okay? Get them out. Listen, there's only one thing you need to do to lose weight, okay? One single thing, all right? Intake less calories than you burn. That's it. Different people burn calories at different rates, but that's it. Simple as that. Yeah, fucking Hyena came in here to drop, like, some house cleaning supplies off in the corner and was just coughing. What the fuck? Hope they're okay. What do you do when your metabolism slows? Exercise more or eat less if you want to continue losing weight. Is it this? Somebody's got to try. Okay, it wasn't. No! Yes! Yes! You can ask whatever questions you want in chat. I love seeing questions in chat. Whew. Anyway, it's that simple. It's just calorie counting. But don't do it like some crazy psycho shit like, ooh, I get to eat 1 lettuce leaf a day. Cut that shit out, okay? Seriously. Everybody can lose weight while going to bed feeling moderately satisfied with how much food they ate that day. Nobody has to starve themselves. Nobody has to do any unhealthy shit. Most of the reason why diets don't work is because people do crazy, unhealthy, stupid-ass shit to their bodies because they're looking for quick fix solutions or secrets your doctor won't tell you. None of them are true. Just fucking exercise, walk around a little bit more, keep a calorie counter, and find foods that are filling that don't take up that much in the way of calories. Do you think fasting in 1 meal a day is effective? No. I'm sure there's some crazy weirdo study that makes that sound good, but generally speaking, you want lots of small meals throughout the day because it activates your metabolism throughout the whole day. If you have only one big meal, your body thinks it's like in starvation mode for most of the day, and then it slows down metabolism for a time to avoid you dying of starvation, and then it processes it quickly. How do you beat cravings? Just find other things in your life that make you happy. If you're looking for stimulus, like fuck somebody or something, I don't know. Doesn't have to be food. Why can't we... Oh boy. Yes! Yes, I prevented that one from joining my little island. There's still one above. Fuck. Okay, that one dropped. That one's gonna drop down. They're gonna fuck everything up. They're gonna... You're not getting over to this side, motherfucker. I win! I win, you stupid piece of shit! I have so much space! Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm an idiot! Oh, I'm throwing! Wait, where's the last one? Oh, there they are. Oh, no. How good are they? I'm not... We've been having good rounds. Dude, I'm excited to work out again. I've got those fucking dumbbells. Did you see Destiny's talk with Sargon today? Mostly him playing Factorial while letting Sargon go down his dialogue tree. Yeah, it seemed like pretty uninteresting. I only caught a little bit of it, but it is so funny how hard all these like fascists are trying to suck Destiny's cock now that they see like the wind's blowing, you know? The last time Coach Redpill had a conversation with Destiny, Coach Redpill was like, I see into your psyche, you are retard, and you are terrified of me. And he talked to him like 3 days ago, and Coach Redpill was like, yeah, the online left really sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, wow. Yeah, you know, you and I have a lot in a lot of, you know, like, in common together, yeah. And Sargon's doing the same thing. He's like, yeah. Of course, if you look at immigration, I mean, we should get rid of all of it, obviously. And Destiny's like, no, probably not. Sargon's like, oh, right, of course. But you understand, don't you? And he's like, well, I understand why you're saying what you're saying. And those sounds like, oh, yeah, of course. Like, it's just such a pathetic attempt. It actually, in a way, is a kind of passive endorsement of me, I think, because the only real shift in the winds here has been Destiny's, like, falling out with me. So the fact that they're doing this feels like they're trying to do some cringy, like, alliance with Destiny as part of a broader effort to shit talk me or like BreadTube, because Sargon even asked Destiny what he thought about BreadTube. It's really, really weird. Wait, let me in! You think it's worth your time to do tanky debates? Not when we're on the precipice of fascism, no. I'm fucked, aren't I? Maybe? No, I'm thinking. Sargon claims to have read the bread book. Ah, yes, no doubt. The same way he reads everything else, I imagine. Shiki no Yumi, it doesn't matter whether or not the election looks like it was rigged. It's whether or not the Supreme Court decides to halt investigations into the count. Like, Bush versus Gore in Florida, that looked pretty fucking rigged, but it was, you know, the Supreme Court shut it down. Wait, he actually did? He has a channel where he reads theory? Xander Hall listened to some of it on stream, it's so funny. Wait, is that true? Wait, I need to imagine that in my head. So, Sargon's, like, reading the bread book, and after every, like, couple paragraphs, he'll go, This is why SJWs are obsessed with their pathological lying. It's because, you see, here, Krotkin says no longer shall the proletariat lie on their acquired fruit of their labor. So obviously, fuck, I was reaching too hard for that one. It killed my brain. Wait, hold on. Why should the vote of a dying, demented redneck idiot have the same value as mine? Maybe votes should have more value if the voter can pass a fucking literacy test. My dude, you know literacy tests were historically used to discriminate against the poor and black people, right? It's wealthy people and white people who predominantly vote for Trump. As a general rule, implementing literacy tests would only further conservatism. You know, maybe what we could do to ensure, only the right people can vote is only white people who own property. Maybe white men who own property. That way we're selecting for the highest echelon of society, the most educated people.
Manifesto of the Communist Party.
Oh my god, this is real.
1888 English version. A spectre is haunting Europe. The spectre of communism. All the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to...
Does he actually audiobook it? Wait, how am I not doing this? He did it in an hour 25? You should read Theory to Artemy. That'd be a good YouTube video if I just have the cats on my lap and I'm just reading Theory while they sleep. People would watch that. That how it be, JPH Pro. Gil, I read chat. I've seen you type that. I love you. I know OK Buddy Vaush has lovely content. I will get to it when I get to it. Every time I open up stream and I see people spamming, do OK Buddy Vaush segment, I know that I'm not doing an OK Buddy Vaush segment that day. The fun of casually browsing a subreddit to find content is that it's irreverent and spontaneous, not that you're being directed to do it. When is the Artemy Humphrey reunion stream? I don't know if Artemy and Humphrey will ever see each other again. What do you think about gatekeeping conspiracy theories with an IQ test? I don't think IQ really correlates with your propensity to fall into conspiracism. I don't know what you mean by gatekeeping, by the way. Like, you can only be a Q8 honor if your IQ is 110 or higher. Like, I don't think they're that discerning, but I don't think having a higher IQ gives you higher critical thinking skills when it comes to discerning reality from falsehood. Oh yeah, dumb comrade, that's true. He does think proletariat means, like, poor person. That's true. IQ test literally measures critical reasoning skills. Yeah, for diagrams and numbers, not for complex critical thinking skills used to discern this kind of stuff, like in real, actual applications. Come on, we all know people who are book smart but are dumb as fuck in other stuff, you know? How many people have high IQs but have no idea how to flirt with people? Like, that's also a form of critical thinking. It's just, intelligence is highly compartmentalized for quite a few people. There are plenty of people who are smart at one thing but dumb at another. Fucking Herman Cain was like a groundbreaking neurosurgeon, but he thought the pyramids of Giza were like grain silos or something. Like, there was some really weird conspiracy history shit he kept. Oh, not Herman Cain, Ben Carson, my bad. Wait, then who's Herman Cain? Herman Cain is the one that died to COVID after going to the Trump rally? Oh. See, now this is what I call a live demonstration. I know that I have good critical thinking skills, but a component of intelligence is memory. My memory is miserable. So am I smart? You'll have to find that answer out to yourself. Doesn't this game get boring after a while? Not when you have thousands of people with you that you can talk with. To be 100% fair and black and to get the two mixed up all the time, Vaush? Well, now one of them's dead, so it should be easier, right? Okay, everyone, I've got it. I've got a black pass. I did it. I did a fuck up, but it got undone. Kari99, thanks to $5, comrade. I really appreciate that. What do you think of the lefty conspiracy stuff like TrueAnon Pod? I do not generally have a high opinion of the TrueAnon Pod for a number of reasons. People are throwing golf balls from their apartments at protesters in Louisville. What's the legal slant here? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not legal to throw golf balls at people, but I doubt the police are going to do anything about it, so... Enlightened cinephile, I would recommend not being that concerned with what specific political ideology you adhere to, and rather which policies and measures you would like to take. What changes do you want to make to the world? That's what matters most, okay? There are 1,000 little micro differences between different iterations of this or that or whatever. Lacan said conspiracy theorists are pathologically self-aggrandizing narcissists, even if they are correct. Well, I would think that would probably generally be a fairly reasonable thing to argue. At the heart of every conspiracy is a collection of people who want to believe they're more special than everybody else because they possess secret knowledge the population at large does not. That's the heart of conspiracy. That's the core of conspiracy. And that distinction between those who know and those who don't know, that the sheeple versus the woke ones, that's pretty much the heart of the conspiratorial mindset. I have occasionally engaged in conspiracism on this channel, that is true. But when I do so, I generally try to lay out my arguments, and I usually signpost my arguments with, but I recognize that could not be the case. For example, I just recently said, oh boy. Oh boy. I just recently said there is a possibility that the reason the Breonna Taylor charges were levied so late after the actual murder was because they wanted to take advantage of the blowback to increase the likelihood of a Trump re-election. Do I have evidence of that claim? I certainly do not. Is it a possibility? It is. So I signpost it. I say, this is a thing I believe might be the case. I don't know if it's the case or not. You'll have to make your own conclusions. But I think it's a legitimate possibility and something, or at least a possibility worth considering. That's the same shit they all say, to be fair, but there's a big difference in the sincerity of it, you know? When I say this is a possibility, I really do mean this is a possibility. When QAnoners say, you'll have to do your own research, what they actually mean is, we 100% believe all this stupid shit, we just want to put the burden of proof onto you so you don't have to ask us for answers, because this shit is incomprehensible when directly questioned. Hey! It's the fucking squad! Hey, baby. Little fucking ugly-ass goblin cat. Nah, I love them. Yeah, we need to get Ray in the background. Okay, hold on. I suck at this one. What do you think about the anti-Semitism coming from the left on TikTok? That's a little bit vague. I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on. Focus. Focus. Oh, I bounce. No, it was random! Let me up! No, again, don't do it! Fuck! It's always the other side. You always think you're doing well. Fucking diver hat, motherfucker. Shitty ass. Do you think Zionists are going to care about Trump's open anti-Semitic comments? Dude, Zionists don't give a fuck about Jewish people. You fucking kidding me? Most Zionists are crazy fundamentalist Christians who think the Jews need to get their homeland back so they can all burn in the rapture. Most, literally, if you took account of all the Zionists on Earth, I would be willing to bet that a majority of them only care about Israel so Jews can burn in holy fire during the rapture. I really think that's a majority of them. Zionists don't give a fuck about Jewish people. Most Jewish people in the United States are progressive Democrats. And by the way, most of the Jewish people I've talked to, their support for Israel is tepid. Their support for Israel is like, you know, I don't know if I agree with everything going on over there, but like, I mean... I just feel like we get a lot of hate around the world. It's nice to have a country backing us up, though. Zionists are typically Jews, though? No, that's not true. There are plenty of Zionist Jews, but there are also a ton of Zionists who are just American non-Jews, you know? Most people in our elected government are Zionists. Yeah, true, Big Sums. What about Jewish Zionists? Do you think they don't care about Jewish people? If they did, they probably wouldn't be Zionists. The way the current Israeli state operates is very bad for Jewish people. They might care about Jews in like a nationalistic, like, you know, bring together the bloodline kind of way. But when it comes to actually helping Jewish people... But why, Vaush? Because Israel is a shitty ethno-state that every fucking country on Earth hates. It's America's biggest military base. Nobody likes Israel. They have utterly failed with regards to their global diplomacy. Nobody likes it. And all Israel ever does is accuse people who disagree with it of being anti-Semitic. And that makes non-Zionist Jewish people look really fucking bad because their identities are constantly getting tied to this shitty little fucking military base ethno-state that cries anti-Semitism anytime anybody has a problem with any of the shit they do. Now, there are a lot of anti-Semitic criticisms of Israel, don't get me wrong, and those deserve to be criticized fairly, but Israel throws that bat way the fuck too far to the right. And what this does is inexorably ties the identity of Jews around the world to a pretty fucked country with a pretty fucked political system that is committing some pretty fucked apartheid and genocide. And all that does is then lead to further hate to Jews. Dude, look at American neo-Nazis. They complain about Israel non-stop. They complain about Israel constantly. And to them, the fact that America gives a fuck ton of money to Israel and supports them and what have you is evidence of a Jewish conspiracy. The existence of Israel has only emboldened anti-Semites. And I don't think it really meaningfully helps Jewish people around the world. Does that make sense? Gotcha, funny rhetorician. You can't really be a materialist and a spiritualist at the same time. I don't think the dichotomy there was about spiritualism. We've got a lot of gamers coming in today. What solutions do you have? The most realistic solution is a two-state one, or preferably, but less realistically, a coalition government that bisects national leadership between Palestinian and Israeli officials, a redistribution of housing and property rights, and reparations for damage done to the Palestinian people. That's the best possible option. You should do a section on Israel. It's just not politically relevant to me right now. There's multiple compilations of you mispronouncing like 254 words. How do you feel about this? Haha! Sorry, motherfuckers. You guys gave me a big old YouTube channel and a big old streaming career anyway. Nice. Only now do you learn I am both illiterate and the verbal version of illiterate. I fucking tricked you. I have never read a word in my life. I don't know what words are. I play video games. You fools. Oh. Go over. Oh boy. We're in trouble, guys. This is a hotly contested area. I'm just gonna go over to red. Oh, no, 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 no. A better solution would be for Australia to open borders and let anyone come here so we can expand. Dude, why would people want to live in Australia? Holy shit. I thought we were trying to fucking build a promised land for the chosen people, not send them back to hell. Damn it! Why do evangelicals always result to calling me a self-hating Jew when I criticize Israel? Because that's the purpose Israel serves. You get to put people... Ben Shapiro does this shit too. You gotta put people into two categories. It's the good Jew and the bad Jew. A good Jew is a conservative, supports Israel, legitimizes the military-industrial complex, and criticizes the bad Jews. And bad Jews are people who believe in human rights. And that's the difference, okay? It's the good Jew and the bad Jew, as described by Ben Shapiro. But Australian women are hot? Maybe physically. Sorry. Is Antarctica an ethno-state? Technically, nationally speaking, our Antarctica is the least ethno-state, right? Because a bunch of other countries own little slices of the pie. That was the sounding alarm. Hammer! Remember, Sargon thinks 11-year-olds are mature? Oh yeah, dude, Sargon's been losing it on Twitter. He's been retweeting Nick Fuentes, and he recently talked about how 11-year-olds can be mature enough to consent to sex. He's, like, really going for it. Not that this should be particularly surprising, that Sargon, an idiot who has been pulled right for his entire career because he's been trying to appeal to the people who criticize him the least, would end up going neo-Nazi and pedophile, but... yeah, Sargon's been showing his power level. Unfortunately for the world, that power level applies only to 11-year-old girls. That's his power. Have I seen the show Watchmen? No, I never actually saw the show. The pedo quotes were talking to Milo, wasn't he? No, this is a new one. It was, like, literally from yesterday. It was him saying, like, somebody was talking to him about his "it really depends on the maturity" quotes. And he was like, well, what it does matter based on the maturity. And the person responded, okay, yeah, well, I don't think 11-year-olds should be consenting to sex. And Sargon was like, so you don't believe there's variance in the point at which humans achieve maturity? And I think Sargon was actually arguing that it's okay to fuck preteens as long as they're physically mature. Like, if they have a period, it's okay to fuck them. I think that's actually the argument he was making. Like, it's okay to, that's his level, because he was arguing that, like, some 11-year-olds do reach sexual maturity, which, I mean, nobody actually reaches sexual maturity until they're in their 20s, but, Yeah, Sargon brought up the youngest documented pregnancy at age 6. Yeah, this dude is like 100%. Plus, he's been talking about how girls hit the wall when they turn 30, and I'm pretty sure his wife is older than 30. Sargon is like 100% going down the, Damn. What is it with right-leaning people and pedophilia? They like controlling people sexually, and they're insecure about their sexual prowess and their masculinity. Yeah, he has a daughter. Yeesh. I'm good at this game. Fuck, I'm bad at this game. He's the kind of guy who would tell his daughter to, quote, lose a few. Yeah, while pointing at her clothes. That's enough. We can get cheap digs in later. Hold on. That guy has to be hacking. The hacking hasn't been an issue since they pushed that update. Doge Epic in YouTube chat, do you want to come on and talk about what is or is not fascism? I would love to describe to you or make an argument for why I call your average American Republican a fascist. You want to? That was awesome. Get on the Discord. Can somebody in YouTube chat throw the Discord link at them? And then I'm the top person in the server. Just DM me. And yeah. I check YouTube chat more often. Anytime I look there, there's like a 1 in 10 chance I'm going to see something evocative. Of course, first I have to do this. I have to go through this round, so give me like 5 minutes. Wait, fuck, which one is it? Here? Okay. Imagine playing with the camera like this. What kind of degenerate? Watermelon, grape, peach, watermelon, grape, peach, watermelon, grape, peach, watermelon, grape, peach. I am here. Okay. Peach, orange, grape, peach, orange, grape, peach, orange, grape, peach, orange, grape, peach. Cherries! I guess people are running here. Just gotta follow the crowd, just like in real life, baby. Put the Discord link in the descriptions of your videos and streams. Yeah, I guess I could go back to doing that. I wanted to cultivate my Discord audience somewhat. Doge said he's in Discord. Wonderful, Doge. Just hold on like 3 or 4 minutes. I think there are 2 more rounds to this one. And then we're done. The Discord's accepting new members now, Astoria Clark. Yes. We only turned it off for a little bit because of the Destiny drama. Wanted to keep the Destiny simps out of there. Boing. Fuck you! Got knocked right into that guy. Okay, we're not getting that. Wait, how did I not get that? Fuck you. Yes. Yes. Strength in numbers. It's taking the shorter track. No! Wow. Oh well. Yeah, real fascism's never been tried. That's horseshoe theory for you right there. Dude, listen, okay? Hitler wasn't a bad guy, in theory. He fucked up a lot, though, okay? Wasn't the best representative of our values, okay? You have Stalin, we have Hitler, okay? But, all right? What if we did it better? Yeah, the real problem with Hitler is that he wasn't a fascist at all. Bring back the neat emote? Never. You people don't deserve it. I'm not giving it even to the fucking subs. Making fun of my cancellation when I get canceled every fucking week. Sore topic. Getting kicked all over the place. Ooh, that physics engine working overtime. Nice, we got in. Yeah, I like it when they're like this. When they're vertical. I feel bad for that guy. I feel like, so the reason why he didn't like me calling everything fascist, because he's like, dude, that's not fascism. That sucks. That's not fascism is good. This sucks. He got the feeling that I would get when like Republicans are looking at like Venezuela and they're like, this is communism at its finest, you know? Zan got canceled hardcore, and yet he keeps the neat emote. Listen, Zan has gotten canceled. Zan has not gotten canceled 1,000th as often or as severely as I have, okay? I got a fucking congresswoman running who was at the fucking RNC, Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, and Paul Joseph Watson all fucking trying to pile drive me at once. And Alex Jones. I had a clip on Alex Jones where they called me a pedophile. Okay, I am I'm in a league of my own. Okay, at this point I am easily, vastly more controversial than ContraPoints. Link, please. Yeah, that's real. So did Hassan. You're not special, dude. Hassan got it for something cool. Hassan got it for saying America deserved 9/11. That's based. Okay. That's fine. If I had a clip of me saying that on Alex Jones, I'd be fine. It's a clip of me that implies that I'm a pedophile, okay? That's not a fun clip to have on Alex Jones. That's not the right clip. I say lots of funny stuff that can't be misconstrued as me being a pedophile. Oh yeah, it was the, this is a deranged pervert, yeah. Yeah, pedo Andy. What are you gonna do? Hey, listen, if they can't counter your arguments, they gotta come up with some crazy straw men, huh? Any news on the merchandise? Oh, we're going through legitimate channels to get it produced. It's not going to be ready for months. Yugoslavia forever. I'm not putting up boundaries to people's right to vote. Huh? Oh, between. Well, we have to win. Yeah. Sorry, blue. Ooh, 0 for blue. Are all the materials being ethically sourced? Yeah, they should be. That's our top priority. Or that was the first thing we talked about, at least. Do our best. Remember when you were praying for 50k subs in the beginning? Man, I love you, Vaush. Of beginning of 2020. Yeah, dude. I really hope we can hit 300k by the end of the year, but we would have to average like 800 subs a day, which was what we were getting for about 2 months during the good times, that big burst that I got from TikTok. Do you think it'd be cringe if I started hawking myself? You know what I mean? Like at the end of every video or stream, I'm like, hey, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I think I might have to do it. Yeah, of course, Hyena. I think I might do it anyway. To live is to cringe, comrades. But what is cringe in the face of the potential for new comrades? What if me cringily encouraging people to subscribe leads to higher YouTube algorithmic promotion, which then leads to a bright-eyed, apple-cheeked little girl in Appalachia distracting herself from her abusive father to watch my videos and to get educated on leftism and to carry that passion throughout her life and one day become the president of the United States of America and then immediately abolishes the United States of America. Hog. Yes, it is technically possible, as if, by the way, America is going to be around in like 30 years. Why do you say that and also scorn Democrats for going high and compromising with the Republican fascists for no gain? What? Dude, because putting limitations on people's right to vote, A, is unethical on its face, and B, only hurts us. It's not good. This isn't the solution you're looking for. This is a very, like, fashy solution. Like, if only the smart people were able to vote, we'd win. No, that's not how we're gonna win, comrade. It is true that more educated people are far more likely to be left-leaning, but that's not our ticket to victory. I got that. They got that. Atlas Moria, don't you worry, comrade. We've got the merch design unpacked. Or unwrapped. Nice, Wesleyan. Very nice. Yes! Yes! No! There was a goalie! Yes, I'll draw the backing card sometime soon. Boing. Predict the ball. Predict the ball. Predict the movement. Predict. I didn't predict the movement properly. Yes, the hammer! No! No, no, no. I saved it! No, I didn't. Oh, fuck. Wait, there's only one ball? Wait, oh no, it was in the net! I don't like the team games. least you're better at Fall Guys than Alex Jones. I'm only clicking on this because I have an inkling as to what the clip is.
Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flipped me off. Come on, Sour. No, no, no. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
I'm literally an astronomer. Ah, nice, Derek. And you can afford to donate more, can't you? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't. First of all, that's probably a baseless joke. I doubt scientists get paid very much, especially astronomers, because that's hard to apply to practical corporate R&D. Yeah, Sanity Unincorporated, I did. Yes, I got boosted! Wait, what? Wait, the middle ones are stagnant. That's new. Favorite Queen song? Probably Another One Bites the Dust. Either Another One Bites the Dust or Don't Stop Me Now. Yeah, Queen is good at all, but I do, they're nothing compared to King, of course. Killer Queen. Killer Queen was good. The main issue, is that it felt kind of like a ripoff of, that Vanilla Ice song. That's Under Pressure. I said what I said. I said what I said. Nope, I meant that song. Do you like progressive metal? What kind of pretentious fucking faggot types out progressive instead of prog? Don't music people all say prog? I listen to progressive rock. What, do you listen to NPR too? Bro, why the F slur? Because I fuck men, and I don't get to have any goddamn fun in this shitty-ass fucking oversensitive platform, so I want to keep that slur, okay? Nazis call you it, so yeah, listen, I'm reclaiming it, okay? Nazis call me fag, I get to say fag, it's fair. Sorry, you broke the irony, Waspy. What are you gonna do? What do you think will happen to gay marriage with Trump appointing an originalist to the Supreme Court? I don't think they're going to touch gay marriage. I love you, Venom Jesus, okay? Gay marriage is, I'm pretty sure, really, really popular. No, you guys can't say faggot. Only I can say it. You don't get to be as edgy as me. Sorry, that's the rule. You don't like it, you make your own fucking YouTube channel. Gay marriage is pretty popular. Ooh, get roasted. Apparently the woman Trump appointed is in a literal Christian cult. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what we should be expecting these days. Woo! When am I going to do the stream on how to create leftist content? I don't know. Eventually. Nice, Gil. We're doing it. We're doing it. Do you keep a list or running tally of all the video ideas you have? Sometimes I write them down, but for the most part, I just kind of wing every stream. Very rarely do I actually, plan something. Dad, whoa, we don't say that word around here. Get out of here. We do have a ban appeal process. It's email me when I'm in a good mood. What do you think of the more spiritual forms of solidarity and so on promoted by the late Michael Brooks? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't care about spirituality. I think it's entirely possible to make excellent secular materialist arguments for everything we should care about. When are you in a good mood, Vaush? It depends. When was the last time I streamed? Do I remember Hans Flemmenwerfer? Yeah. Sorry, Hans Flemmenwerfer was fun to have around, but that motherfucker rode way too close to the line way too many times. From repeated N-words, I was lenient because Hans was like a frequent chatter, but from repeated N-words to, god damn it, to saying that, which one deserved to die? Jacob Blake? Yeah. Only so much I can do, you know? My hands are tied. No, you're kidding me. Don't let me die here. I'm not! Don't do it! Ah! Yeah, he was weird, funny rhetorician. God! We're getting worse, or more likely, other people are getting better. The longer the game is out, the fewer people will play, and the people who are still playing are likely to be people who are hardlining the game. Meaning fewer and fewer people who are playing are just idiots who pick this up and are smashing their face into the controller to make the character move. Do you think people with Alzheimer's or similar medical conditions shouldn't be allowed in Congress? I think everyone should be able to vote. However, I do think it's reasonable that there should be some kind of baseline standard for psychological well-being to hold elected office. Because the thing is, with elected representatives, you can't fire them. How do you judge that? It does get iffy. You'd have to think about it. But the issue is, if you have a person who has a debilitating condition and they're a hired employee, they can be fired. But if you're an elected representative, you can be fucking psycho. You can't be fired. You're not fireable because you weren't hired. You were elected. Who would enforce that? Guys, this is the question anytime. It's like, do you believe we should have a standard curriculum? Yes. Oh, well, who would enforce that? Do you believe that we should have laws enforced by police? Okay, well, who would write the laws? Yes, holy shit. Part of living in a civilized society means you have to accept there's going to be the potential for corruption. Okay? Jesus Christ. I get it. I know. We all know. Sorry, that was a little bit crabby of me. Not a good time to email me asking for unban requests. Let me go. Am I gonna make it? Oh, we were the second to last one. Ah, nice, funny rhetorician. Jesus. My biological dad at first didn't get a job as a firefighter because he failed the psych test. After he got the job through a lawsuit, he was nicknamed Psycho, last name of my area. Nice. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. That seems bad. Kawaii Kara, I do get asked a lot of troll questions, but I don't mind. Also, most of the questions that I answer, I don't like determine their veracity or the sincerity of their being asked. I just like talking for the most part, so. Plus, everyone else has fun listening to me answer them, so. Would you agree hiding the age, race, and name of every elected representative would make it harder to do corruption? And every elected representative, how would you vote for them if you hide their name? Fall Guys numbers. Yeah, you just have... I don't think there's a way to practically hide the identifying and demographic information of elected officials. I don't know if there's a way to do that. It would also make it impossible to test elected representatives for consistency or to check their record. Because if you can't see what they've done in the past, because you can't tie it to who they currently are, they could have done some sus shit in the past, you know? Right, Toast Games, it's not Patreon only. Arrowlight 22, I don't know if that'd be better or not. Could you not make what they propose legally binding and execute them if they don't fulfill? Well, then you'd be killing Bernie Sanders because that motherfucker's had tons of resolutions and bill proposals that haven't passed. If that's the case, the only people who would ever run would be hardline centrists who would just go along with whatever policies they know are 100% guaranteed to pass. Nobody gets 100% of their agenda done. I have not listened to the soundtrack for Tonight We Riot. Sorry if this is annoying. What's going on with Nick videos? I think I'm debating Nick videos sometime early October, maybe? I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. Do I agree with the EU structure? No, it's European. I don't think it should exist. Yeah, the Nick videos debate has been hyped up to hell and back. There's no way it's going to actually meet people's expectations. Have I ever tried to get a debate with Kyle Kalinske? Yeah, I did actually. Kyle Kalinske didn't want to. It declined. But Kyle and I are cool now. Is Nick gone right or left to where he was when he's discovered him? He's still a MAGA bro. Nobody's gotten kicked off yet. How did they jump in time? Oh god. I'm a fool! Could you actually sing for us? No. Hyena, people in chat are bullying me. Can you ban them? Hyena tells me that I'm not that bad. Now you guys are disrupting my confidence. Oh boy. at me. They... okay. Woo! Let me go. Let me go. I can't jump. I'm fucked, aren't I? I'm fucked on the first round. Favorite anime post 2010, my dude? I don't really remember the release dates of all the anime I like. However, we're currently watching for the first time Parasite, which has really exceeded my expectations. I think we're like 8 episodes in. Parasite has been very good. So good that I'm surprised it only has an 8.3 on Mal. I feel like I'm watching like an 8.7, 8.8, you know? The ending is shit. Don't bias my opinions, okay? Do you watch any of YMS's content? Yeah, I watch all of the large videos, and I watch most of the quickies. I have not seen Venture Bros, but I'll get around to it eventually. I'm surprised Adam hasn't popped up. Well, normally Adam shows up during the weekends. But I was just hoping to have a nice, relaxing day with you guys anyway. Yesterday's stream was pretty rad, but it was also pretty stressful. There's implicit stress that comes along with having 12,000 people watching you, you know? That's an audience larger than the one I'm accustomed to. It sets new expectations. God damn it. Dude, come on! Are we? Peak privilege, I have too many people watching Kappa. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? The main killer is gonna be that the next politics stream tomorrow is probably gonna cap out at like 7 or 8K, you know? Yeah, I did, retard. Of course, just like 2 or 3 months ago, the idea of ever getting 8,000 people watching would have been pretty extraordinary, but yeah, Pepe hands 7,000 to 8,000 viewers, only the second largest political live streamer around. Humanist Reporters in YouTube chat. Is that so? Hey, let me take a look. You should have it on Steam so we can play Fall Guys together. Sometimes I play with Adam, but unfortunately, this is the last Fall Guys stream for a bit. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Vaush needs to get the fascist back on. I don't. I'm looking at YouTube chat, waiting for a respond. You know, don't tell me I'm looking at YouTube chat for nothing. Oof. Looks like I might be. Ah, well. Oh, there we go. Show off play sometime in the future. Hell yeah. Hey, maybe we could... You know what would be based as shit? What if we got together a big fucking lefty content creator Among Us stream? That would be really fucking good. Like, we could actually schedule it, too. We could... So we got Ray, the Raisin streamed a while. Conyer. Sander Hall. Shu is down. I know Shu is down. I can probably get Adam in on it. Adam doesn't do political content, but it'd still be cool to have Adam there. What do you need? 10 people? If we could get Contra there. Oh, if we could get Contra there. That'd be good. We could definitely get Liv posting. We might actually get more than 10 people. We'll have to see. Listen, I'll think about, we could get, now obviously if we could get Hassan, that'd be pog, but Hassan wouldn't be able to stream it on Twitch, so I don't think there's any reason he'd be able to. Can I play? Of course you can play, Hyena. Yeah, Lumi could be good. Yeah, Big Joel. I don't think Thought Slime's coming in. If we could get some of the larger bread tubers who otherwise dislike me, like Philosophy Tube, H-Bomber Guy, Sean, that'd be very good too, but I don't think I'd be able to convince them. At this point, we've listed like 15 people. Why does Ollie not get along with you? Ollie has never publicly denounced me, but the fact that he doesn't follow me on Twitter is an indication of where his feelings are. It sounds very petty, but in a contentious environment, Twitter follows are generally a good indication of which people don't want to associate with you. Does H-Bomb dislike you? Pretty sure H-Bomb has said on a live stream that I'm an asshole. So that I have more direct. Haha. Yeah, yeah, the Humanist or Mike, whatever. Yeah, I think I have a pretty decent community. A lot of people say that I have like an aggressively asshole-ish community, but I honestly think my community is like one of the nicest around. I've been in other people's Discords, you know? When I go into those people's Discords, it's all, you're a piece of shit, you fucking asshole, you're not even a real leftist. But when people who don't agree with me come into my Discord, it's a lot more, it's much more civil. My fan base is very tolerant. Wasn't H-Bomber Guy and Hassan the ones who convinced you to start streaming? Yeah, they were a big part of the equation, but at the time, H-Bomber Guy didn't know that I'm an asshole. And of course, I've openly argued with Sean on Twitter. I do think that Sean's a bit of a cunt on Twitter, and thus probably in general. But he is British, and thus that was kind of an inevitability. Doesn't change the fact that Sean's videos are spectacular, so... Have I played Hades? Yeah, I've played dozens of hours of Hades. Why? Not yes! Chrome 3, I have not read that. My attempts to move through the influencer space are largely determined by my patience for people who I disagree with, which varies massively day to day. That is why I invented the Come Pledge. Vaush doesn't know who Riley is. Yeah, I do. I've talked to Riley. Fuck! You distracted me by looking at chat. Wait, who impugns me? Who dares? Vaush, how about you don't be a cunt to leftists on Twitter, please? When have I ever been a cunt to lefties on Twitter? The last time I said something like cunty to a lefty on Twitter, it was Thought Slime drama a year and a half ago. Dude, would you talk to 3 Arrows, please? Yeah, I like 3 Arrows. Are you actually donating 90% of your stream money to Biden? If so, you think you're getting the post-debate phone call from Joe himself? Oh yeah, 90% of every donation to me goes to Biden. Bosh, do you understand that saying I'd say something ableist about all of them is itself ableist? Yeah, of course. What am I, a fucking idiot? Do you think if somebody said, like, if I say anything about this black guy, it's gonna be racist, that is also itself racist? I'm aware. But what it also is funny. And if you're funny enough, you can get away with anything. Then why do you do it unironically all the time? Because I don't think ableism can be eradicated from our discourse the way other forms of bigotry can. See, unlike being black or a woman, being dumb actually is bad. It is actually a bad thing. It is not good. Now, that doesn't mean you should be, like, super mean and gatekeepy to people with disabilities, but when a large number of people online are impugning me, unironically impugning me, because they saw a tweet saying that Engels, or that Bloomberg is the modern Engels, I really have no reproach but to impugn these people's intelligence or social awareness. That's really all I can do. Because at that point, these people are operating on a level of collective delusion that extends beyond the realms of reasonable thought. Like... Like, what I'm saying is, Vaush derangement syndrome is a disability, and it will be listed in the DSM-6. Okay. I like the cat. Oh yeah, also I'm autistic, so I can call other people autistic. That's how it works. I wonder how far that extends. Does that go forever? Like, if a person has Down syndrome and they're like a giant asshole, can they just call other people like, you have Down syndrome, even if they don't, and it's an insult? They're like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, well, I have it. I feel like they could get away with that. When are you going to do the voter information stream? October is coming up soon. It's going to be soon. Just don't call people Downies. When have I ever called anyone a Downy? When? I think that's a very terrible thing to call people, by the way. Honestly, I think the most insulting implication is that there are autistic people who are giant fucking assholes because they don't have the social acumen to understand when they're hurting other people. But to my understanding, every person with Down syndrome is just like the nicest human being around. I don't know if that's like a condition of the disorder or whatever, but like they seem to be. So impugning somebody for like comparing them to Down syndrome people seems especially mean-spirited. At least when I say like a person is like acting autistic, I'm speaking from my experience as an autistic person, which has at some points led me to have difficulty understanding certain things. But as an autistic person, I hope people who watch me understand that I'm nothing but sympathetic to those actual... You fucking weasel! You're gonna die here! Get... You and me! Get... No! My white whale! One who seeks revenge must first dig 2 graves. Nope, only the 1 grave. I have not seen The Thief and the Cobbler. I seriously think it's going to be a long-ass time before people let go of using the word retard. I just wish that lefties were more realistic about understanding, like, ableism and the discourse surrounding it. When lefties are unironically talking about not saying words like stupid and dumb, you people are, like, in a different universe. Like, I hope to God you have friends who agree with you, because, like, your interactions with other human beings are going to be impossible, okay? You can meet the nicest people on Earth, and they'll occasionally drop, like, retard or whatever. And they're nice people, and they don't mean anything by it, and no harm is being done by it apart from, like, the broader implicit social harm. But these people will treat it like it's the same as saying the N-word, you know? When people are that far into the discourse, like they're that far away, you know, I don't even know what to do with that. And there are a lot of lefties like that, and it's only lefties who do this shit. Ever watch Tuca and Birdie? It's pretty good. Tuca and Birdie's great. How are they all getting ahead of me? Is that not the illogical extension of their beliefs? Yeah, but the problem is, like I said, ableism is justified to some extent because it is bad to be dumb. We have to recognize that sometimes people act smart and act dumb. Some people are dumb. Some people aren't dumb. Now, there are very easy value judgments that you can make about those characteristics that are not present with other forms of bigotry. There's nothing inherently good or bad about being black or white. It's just a race. Doesn't make a difference. But it can be empirically better to be better at certain things. Think about other attributes of your body that you can assign like a value statement to, right? Let's say like fast or slow, like in terms of running speed, okay? Now, nobody much minds that if like there's for some reason you have to run with friends or whatever, nobody much minds somebody saying like you're slow, you know? Some people are faster runners than other people. It's fine. Because people don't have like a great degree of emotional investment in how fast they are, unless they're an athlete or whatever, in which case they can be hurt. But again, it's a valid criticism. If you're an athlete, you gotta be fast. But when it comes to stuff like intelligence, these distinctions both mean more and matter more. And for that reason, there is always going to be utility in impugning people for being unintelligent. That is always going to be a thing people will do and people will want to do. So the question is, how do we make this linguistic necessity as ethical as possible? And I think there are ways to do that, and that's the discussion I want to have. How do we make this as ethical as possible? Just calling someone unintelligent is an ableist? No, it by definition is. It by definition is. You're making fun of them based on a perceived inability. Yeah. That's the conversation I'd like to have, personally. But people just tend to get really emotionally invested and they, like, stop at one end or the other, you know? So here's a place where I draw the line. I never, and have never, made fun of people for mental conditions they have. By that definition, calling somebody a slow runner is ableist? It is by definition. But when we talk about ableism, we're usually referring to mental faculties. You can be ableist against people who are, like, disabled, like, in a wheelchair and such as well, but when we talk about, like, language surrounding ableism, it's usually mental abilities we talk about here. People aren't usually impugned in conversation for being ableist against people with physical disabilities, unless we're talking about people who errantly use words like cripple, which is an issue and something that people should be concerned about, but it's not really the center of this discourse. If a person is very unintelligent, that can affect their life in ways much more severe than an autism diagnosis could. Yeah, some people get hung up about saying lame, for example. But anyway, like, here is a, ableism is prejudice against people who fail to meet arbitrary thresholds of physical and mental work. Yeah, unintelligent people can fail to meet that threshold. But anyway, a line for me is don't ever make fun of a person's disability, obviously. If a person has a physical or a mental disability, I think it's pretty lame and gay and retarded to make fun of them for that. Whether that's because they're in a wheelchair or because they have autism. I just don't think that's good, you know? I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good. For a number of reasons. One of them is because it's linguistically a really cheap cop-out. There's usually a better way to express what you want to say in a way that doesn't hurt them for something they're already being hurt by society by. And it does perpetuate a lot of nasty social norms. When it comes to unintelligence, though, intelligence is very conditional and very compartmentalized in a lot of ways. Like we said earlier, a person who's very smart in one way can be very dumb in other ways. So it's possible to impugn somebody's intelligence while they're nonetheless relatively secure in their feeling of being intelligent. But here's a question to you guys. What about No Bullshit? The YouTuber No Bullshit. No Bullshit's intelligence unquestionably qualifies him as having some kind of disability. No Bullshit is incredibly dumb. And I believe it's holistic, too. I'm genuinely surprised No Bullshit is capable of dressing himself. I don't know if he can dress himself. I don't know if his parents do it or if somebody else does it for him. So here's the question, guys. If I was debating No Bullshit, a neo-Nazi, he's denied the Holocaust, so on and so forth. If I was debating No Bullshit, and he said some really fucking stupid-ass shit, would you really want to call me ableist for calling it and him stupid? Or would you agree that there is a linguistic utility to that assessment that is more important than being sensitive about ableism? I would argue in that case, you're leaving a lot of linguistic range on the table by not calling him stupid. What would I even call him then? Like, it's like, what do you call No Bullshit if not stupid? That's like the most obvious, direct, concise. No, not absurd. It's not just absurd or useless. He's just stupid. You guys are going for a lot of words here, but none of them are as correct or as prescient as just calling him dumb. You could use other words if you want, but I wouldn't. So anyway, that's my thought on it, you know? That said, like, we need to be real, okay? I'm talking about, like, lefty discourse here. There's a lot of really fucking real ableism in the world that people should be more concerned about. Like real, yeah, like people who have autism. I'm pretty fine. I'm pretty high functioning, but there are people who struggle with it way more. Even if we came up with other words, wouldn't be describing the same phenomena. Yeah, imagine if you were insulting a guy for being black, but you didn't want to say it's because he's black, so you used words like pigmented. That's what you sound like when you try to use the word absurd instead of stupid. We all know what you're saying. It's No Bullshit. Everyone listening to No Bullshit knows exactly what the fuck the problem with him is. If you use words like absurd, you're ridiculous. We know what we're saying. You're ridiculous because you're stupid, you know? Yeah, exactly, Hyena. There are people doing fucking bleach enemas. Yeah, autism speaks. Yeah. There are real issues out there. I guess I'm still just a little bit peeved because in my first debate with Sargon, I think I called him critically retarded, and there were a bunch of, like, woke scoldy types in the left who, like, took that as an opportunity to shit-talk me in a debate where he advocated for ethno-nationalism. And that really made me feel like the arguments around ableism were really, like, disingenuously framed. But that could also just be VDS, I don't know. We hadn't discovered VDS back then, you know? It wasn't known to the public. Two things can be bad at once. Two things can be bad at once, but in a debate between an up-and-coming left-leaning commentator and one of the most well-known fascist YouTubers, if you decide to hyper-focus on calling him the R-slur, and like ignore the context surrounding the discussion, like the fact that Sargon is indeed critically retarded, important context, then I feel like your intentions are very insincere, you know? It's the last time we're saying it today. Would you say there's a strong correlation between religiosity and ableism? I don't really know. There are a lot of secular people who are still super duper ableist. I don't really know. I like it, SJ. I feel like you could make the same criticism with the same rhetorical effect without using a slur, though. No, nothing has the same rhetorical effect as a slur. That's why they're slurs. They're special. The question is it more worth it? Holy shit! Smother comment, you're getting banned. I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I need to say this. Jesus Christ. I'm always reading chat. When you guys spam like 80 fucking times, check this out, link this. I'm just not giving you attention because that's what you're desperate for. I see everything. I can see from your username, your age, your height, your weight, your current location. I can see everything, okay? I am omniscient, all right? When you just spam, all it does is tell me that you don't care whether or not I actually want to open your link, just that you want to be noticed. I'm sorry, now I feel like an asshole. Hyena, can you unban that person? I was actually really enjoying... Who? Oh, I don't know. Wow. I was actually really... It's only a one-day ban. The issue is, I was actually really enjoying the discussion, but seeing people in chat scream like, "This isn't it, Vaush! You're gonna get canceled again!" actually really fucking pisses me off. I'm gonna start throwing out bans for that. That shit pisses me right the fuck off. I took away the neat emote specifically so you guys wouldn't engage in that behavior. This ain't it, Chief! Vaush, stop talking! I saw some regulars saying that shit. Holy fuck. My positions on this, on ableism, are like significantly more progressive than 99% of the people in this country. The fact that you people in chat would be screeching about this is so indicative of how far away the left is from like the general discourse on this issue. I like Death Stranding so far. Have you considered having streams when you bring people in for discussions like that, like 3 to 4 way conversations or something? Honestly, on woke issues, nah. It's useless to have these conversations because everyone's too interested in posturing. What do you think about terms like insane and crazy? I mean, I use them. Well, Venom Jesus, I don't say retarded in debates or conversations anymore. But just because I don't do it for optics purposes doesn't mean that I can't have a nuanced conversation on the purpose of language and the likelihood of adjusting, like, ableist discourse in the future. You can check over every video that's been published out of this channel for, like, the past year. You're not gonna find the R-slur anywhere. Unless we're talking, unless I'm reading it out, somebody else said it, or we're specifically talking about the context of the word or some other contextually relevant use or something like that. Do you think the historical roots for a word are relevant to their current meaning? Only if, nah, that shit's only relevant if people want them to be, you know? If historical context suits a person's agenda, they'll make an argument based on it. If it doesn't, they won't. Most words have some fucking weird, stupid historical context. Words we find innocuous and words we don't. It's whether or not we currently associate them with X or Y that is, you know, that is relevant. Ah, that dude got fucking blasted! The guy with the fucking burger hat, did you see that? Proud of you for using the R-slur less, Mr. Vaush. See, stuff like that really pisses me off, too. Why patronize? If I wanted to, I could just go back to saying the R-slur whenever I wanted, deal with the chat hate for like 2 weeks, and it probably wouldn't affect my channel in the slightest. I don't because I understand the optics, not because it was some superhuman exertion of self-control. Yeah, that's true, Jackie Kite. And also, what's the line, by the way, between, like, affectionate reference to a disability and, like, ableism, you know? Like calling wheelchair people wheels, you know? Is that ableist? It's kind of like a very common, I mean, it's like a stereotype to call them wheels, you know? It really depends on them. But that's the thing. Is it does the nature of a bigoted comment change based on whether or not the marginalized individual says they're okay with it? That's kind of weird, though, isn't it? Like, you say it depends on the context, but we would never say, is darky, like, a bad thing to say about black people depending on the context? You would say, well, it's always bad And some people are just okay with it even though it's bad. You know? There's a lot of weird variance here. What's your opinion on using words like autistic to describe someone who's being stupid? Well, autistic people aren't stupid, so that's kind of weird. If a person's being dumb, like they're not processing information very quickly or whatever the fuck else, that's not an autistic thing. Autistic people aren't, like, dumb. Autistic people have trouble reading social cues, and they have some other occasionally odd or, you know, weird idiosyncratic tendencies when it comes to behavior or preferences or stuff like that. Generally, when I use autistic in conversations, when was the last time I did this? I think I've done it a few times in debates. No, I'm fucked. Oh, processing issues can indeed be a part of autism. Yeah, that's true, but it's usually... that's true. But it doesn't usually show in, like, a dumb way. Not in the same way, at least. What do you think about non-binary people? If you've watched my content for any length of time, then you know I hate non-binary people. It's true. There is no content I've ever produced that indicates a support for non-binary people, okay? Yes, intelligence is very compartmentalized. Very true. Aren't most autistic people good at math and shit because of how they function or was they lied to? That's a little bit of a stereotype. It's more that autistic people tend to get really focused on very certain types of learning and very certain subjects. That can be math, but there are other things too. The reason why I'm really good at public speaking is because I developed an interest in it in an autistic way that a lot of other autistic people develop for other, you know, subjects. I know it's a joke, but that really hurt. Proto, that can't hurt. How much content do I have to do that's pro non-binary people for that to... I can't... Okay, all right, okay. Everyone settle down. We're done with any conversations that could cause anyone any discomfort, okay? This is now a purely non-political politics channel, okay? All right? What are we talking about now? The weather? What do you think about ketchup on mac and cheese? My opinions on that are unironically more divisive than anything we've talked about thus far. Woo! Ketchup is fine with mac and cheese. When I was a kid, my mom used to make, like, Kraft, and I would just mix ketchup into the bowl with the mac and cheese, and I'd put a bunch of salt and pepper in there, and extra cheese, and I'd just mix it all together until it sounded like you're stirring up the wettest pussy, and then I'd just dig the fuck in. Oh! Okay. Opinion on ketchup with rice? Now that is fucking disgusting. Ketchup with rice? Maybe if you put beans and cheese next to the rice and then wrap it in a tortilla and then dip the burrito into some ketchup or other... Ketchup on rice is good? Hyena, you're fucking disgusting. You fucking kidding me? You're gonna pack together a little fucking oni ball whatever rice and just dip that shit in some ketchup? Just squirt the ketchup right up on top of it. Yeah, just dig in. If you're gonna have a fucking stupid opinion, you might as well amp up the ante, okay? Just put relish on rice. How about mayo? Mayo is actually common? Okay. You people are fucking revolting. What's it like in Beverly Hills? Yeah, you know what? Why don't I just, why don't I talk about my hometown? Well, technically I was born in broader Los Angeles, but when I was 2, my family moved to Beverly Hills. Yeah, that's a... Whoa, we good? Servers? Okay. Whoa, 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 look at that one. That one went through the world. Hyena's, seething in chat, just malding over there. Just, oh, wow. I would hate to be Hyena right now. Whew, just, ooh, absolutely blistering with rage. Broader LA like West Hollywood-ish. You're not doxing my family 25 years ago. Nice try. Anyway, Beverly Hills is broken into 2 basic sections. You have the middle income section of Beverly Hills and the upper income section of Beverly Hills. It's about a 50-50 split. Beverly Hills doesn't have any poor or middle, like low middle income areas, or anything of that effect, you know. Though there are some forms of rent control, so there are some people there who aren't like super wealthy, but whatever the case is, my parents were upper middle class, and I guess still are. Maybe just middle class? Probably middle class by Beverly Hills standards, at least. But upper middle class if you move them out to like another area. But Beverly Hills is utterly devoid of culture, which is pretty cringe. There really isn't like a predominant artistic or cultural emphasis there. Like at all. Now, there's lots of wealth, but culture isn't created by the wealthy, it's commissioned by the wealthy. Culture is created by the working class. What do my parents do for a living? My father works in the visual effects industry, and my mother works as an administrative assistant. Do you at least have any good restaurants in Beverly Hills? Oh, hundreds. Beverly Hills has spectacular eating. Better than any other city I've ever been to. Not even close. Of course it does. But anyway, the middle income section of Beverly Hills is where all the actual civic infrastructure is. You have the town hall, which is beautiful, which is also the main fire station and the police department. And I remember back when I was in like middle school, they would do like pancake breakfast there. Like the cops would make pancakes for us or something. It was weird. Or it was nice, I guess. One of the nice things about growing up in Beverly Hills is that crime is a complete non-issue. Real crime, I mean. Murder, like Grand Theft Auto, that kind of stuff. Obviously, there's still crime. Like, most rape is done by an intimate partner or somebody you know, and there was plenty of theft, but that was mostly from school lockers. But in terms of, like, a real, like, worry about your life, in my neighborhood, any time of day, at any point in time, night, any time of the year, you could walk around town on foot. You're totally fine. Everyone would do it. It's interesting. It wasn't until I got to high school that I learned there were neighborhoods it wasn't safe to walk around in during the night. But Beverly Hills is completely 100% secure. I mean, nothing's 100%, but holy fuck, it sure feels like it. Is that only for the dudes, Vaush? Of course, women have their own worries, and concerns in particular, and no doubt being a woman out at night in Beverly Hills... Oh. Rude. No doubt being a woman out at night in Beverly Hills was more dangerous than being a man out at night, but I imagine that even if you're a woman, this is about as safe an area as possible. There just isn't a crime issue then. Why do you hate on suburbs then? It's good to be safe? Because I'm not describing a suburb right now. That's not what I'm describing. Also, suburbs strip wealth from cities, which is what makes cities such a dangerous shithole to begin with. If the wealth packed up in suburbs through white flight was redistributed in those cities, you wouldn't have all the socioeconomic divides that causes them to be such crime-ridden hellholes. Anyway, Beverly Hills is not a suburb. And in this middle-income block, you have everything Beverly Hills is known for. You have the middle schools, you have Beverly High, which looks nothing like the fucking 90210, whatever. It's actually quite old, that building. Or multiple buildings. There are some cool things, though. The Beverly High swim gymnasium, the swim hall, whatever, with the big pool where you swim in, is actually a pool / basketball court. The basketball court is on 2 gigantic platforms that open up, and there's a pool underneath. So it's like a mecha transformation, you know, that reveals the pool. So of course you can't play basketball and swim at the same time, but yeah. And there was also a gigantic mural painted on the back that was actually painted during the New Deal Roosevelt era. It's this big old thing of the school. I forget what it looks like, but it was always nice to look at during gym. Oh, I didn't know it opened up on this side. I never knew it opened up over here. Cool. Learning lots of new stuff. So your school was a WPA project? No, I think it was just a mural. But anyway, the school is nice and fine. Plenty of good teachers. And then you have Rodeo Drive. And LA, your public transport is trash. Oh yeah, LA's public transport is terrible. But anyway, you also have Rodeo Drive, which is like the classically wealthy area. I have never, ever, ever in my life bought something from Rodeo Drive or any of the nearby areas, though there is a restaurant by there that I used to go to pretty often, and it's very, very good. Very, 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 very good. But anyway, that's all the middle income part of Beverly Hills. You have parks, you have Roxbury Park, and you have La Cienega Park, and wonderful. But then there's a road, and I think that road is no, it's not La Brea. Is it La Cienega? No, that can't be. What's the road? What's the road that runs all the way down? It runs parallel to Pico Boulevard, and it heads all the way to Santa Monica. Oh, Santa Monica Boulevard! Ah! Santa Monica Boulevard is actually 2 roads that coalesce into one point just adjacent to the high school. And that road divides the wealthy from the middle income portions of Beverly Hills. And if you get past that point, if you get over to past that road, you enter this hilly, mountainy area of the city that is obscenely wealthy, just absurdly wealthy. It's like you've seen Parasite, right? You know how Parasite had those Parasite had those the wealthy mountain homes where you'd walk around like these winding footways that would lead to like these personal fortresses and stuff like that. That's what that area is like. I've never lived there, though there were a couple of times that I went in those mansions because I had to do some school classwork with a child of a wealthy family, and this is like private tennis court wealthy. You know, this is an entire other level. My team has 1 tail. Just like I planned. Now we have 6. Nice. Were the rich kids nice, or were they mostly dicks? Was it like that? I don't think there was much of a relationship between the children's parents' wealth and how nice they were. I think there were dick kids and there were nice kids, and some of them were wealthy and some of them were poor. If you're going to Beverly High, most of the people there are going to be generally well off. There were only a few poor kids. I don't know if they were made fun of, though. I never really paid much attention to that. Maybe, Nico-san. You're practically a 1%er. 1%er in the United States is like $400,000 a year. I promise you my family never met that income threshold. By a quarter, maybe. Yes, they did, Big Sums. Now, my family didn't have that much money when I graduated because making about $100,000 a year in Beverly Hills is pretty marginal. So I just went to Santa Monica Community College after I graduated high school. You're a 1%er globally. A lot of people in chat right now are 1%ers globally. And by the way, now, thanks to you guys, I arguably am a 1%er locally, so thank you. But that's recent. That's this year. Would you recommend moving to California for anyone? I don't know. How annoying is it that peeps try to discredit your work as a socialist advocate because you came from Beverly Hills? Engels was a factory owner, and I didn't even like grow up mega wealthy or anything. Just in a very, very nice community. People who do that would generally find some other excuse to disregard my my interests if it weren't for that. You know? If you grew up with money, what radicalized you? I didn't. You can be wealthy and be radicalized. I just had good teachers and good friends, and they moved me in a given direction. People aren't that deterministically set in life based on their, you know, position. Most people in Beverly Hills, for example, are progressive Democrats, whereas, generally speaking, wealth makes you more likely to be a Republican in the United States. There are other cultural factors here. The wealth that leads people to be Republicans tends to be, like, distant, suburban, gate-kept wealth, you know? Whereas Beverly Hills is largely... Well, communal's not the right word. Is largely, civically interested. No! They bumped me! I'm fucked. Am I not fucked? Yes! Like when Destiny tried to discredit you for being from Beverly Hills. Like I said, if they discredit me for that, there's probably some other thing they would discredit me for if they couldn't use that. What's the best state to live in? I don't fucking know. A state of contentedness? Is the area you're describing right now Bel Air? No, Bel Air is the extra uber mega even extra wealthier area that's further to the northwest, I think, of the wealthy area of Beverly Hills. Bel Air is adjacent to the parking area for the Getty Center, which is why I've been there a couple of times. Hyena, remember when we went to Bel Air because we were driving around looking for parking? Remember how nice that area was? It's all suburban trash, of course. Would never live there. Well, let's fuck it up for everyone else too, huh? I didn't mean to do that. Are you a traditional architecture guy or a modern guy? I think both of them can look good in different contexts. I'm a really big fan of the modern townhouse style, you know? The 3 stories, like glass and wood facade, very rectangular, very, well, modern. But when it comes to civics infrastructure, I'm a big fan of traditional architecture. Like, big. Dude, everyone's town hall should look like a fucking Byzantine sultan's harem house, okay? I think that's good and just and right. I also think it speaks to the sort of gravitas in the history of civic infrastructure. Whereas, like, a apartment doesn't have to convey this big sense of weight and, you know... I don't think we've got enough. I don't think we've got enough, boys. I think they've got way more space than us. Leap! No! Yeah, they both had way more space than us. If I wasn't living in the US, what country would you want to live in? Oh, I don't know. Probably somewhere in Europe. No, Crimson Kaiser, you may not. Well, we managed to not win a single game here.